If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show on this Tuesday. Our live audience today is from Shoot for Good, a 24-hour community arts project coming up a little later on the show. They're going to tell us how you can grab your camera and shoot for good.
Plus, Coach Nancy Folks is a rarity in the sports world. She's in her 10th season on the Cox High School football team. We're hanging out with her on this week's Ruck on the Road.
And Greg Peterman from Yorgos Bangladeshri in Norfolk is in the kitchen today whipping up a vegan chicken barbecue sandwich. And, of course, he's doing it in an unusual pair of shoes. We're going to tell you why he's doing it a little later on.
And Fall Cleaning Week continues today as we tackle tough home improvement projects with money-saving advice from the experts.
And we want to say hello to special guest. Stand up, Tracy. Come on, this is your debut.
Am I standing?
Yeah, in the Buzz Center.
Can I stand?
Face of Fox, Tracy Page. He's joining us on today's show. Going to hold down the buzz with Chris and I.
Yes, definitely.
Since Carrie is out today. Since you did your walk, you know, he walked in front of the camera.
Feel free to walk through
any of the cameras.
At any time.
Don't tempt me.
But good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Morning, Hampton Roads.
Chris. We're kind of holding down the fort here.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great stuff in this show. Interesting topics today on just about every front.
Yes, of course. The big news yesterday. I know a lot of folks were kind of glued to the TV. Amanda Knox, of course, you know, she had been in Italy kind of wondering what her fate was going to be. It was 11 hours of jury deliberation, but after 11 hours, they acquitted her for the murder charges that she was accused of killing her roommate and the sexual assault. It was 11 hours. She has been in prison over there in Italy for 4 years, and this was her appeal process, and they say that you know, her family was there fighting it out to the end. So she actually flew out this morning. She was acquitted of murder and she was freed from prison after, of course, 4 years. She was seen, they said, with her parents in the airport looking, you know, very tired, and her family just wants folks to respect her right now. The courtroom, though, when she walked out, when they read the verdict, she just like broke down, and you just kind of felt for her. I mean, it's been an ongoing trial, kind of like when people were glued to the Casey Anthony trial. Yeah. They were just stuck to the TV and wanted to hear the verdict.
Because you don't know which way it's going to go.
No, and you can just imagine if it would have went the other way, what that would have been like for her family and for her friends. And so it's just going to be interesting to see when she gets back to the States how she's going to, you know, get back into her normal life. I don't know. It's just crazy. I mean, you can imagine. I mean, you're a parent. What it was like for them having to see their daughter locked up over in another country for 4 years.
Yeah.
For, you know, murder charges.
The only way you can describe it for her and her family is a nightmare, a living nightmare, and it's a stunning reversal. And they didn't know which way it was going to go, and they're glued to the TV. And when they said you're acquitted, boom, the tears of joy, and
they rushed
I can't imagine what that was like for them. And for her, I mean, good for her.
They,
she's free.
I think they were saying, you know, when she walked out, though, people were yelling. Of course, you always have those folks that were like, shame on you, murder, murder. And, you know, I guess they're still going to try to search for the killer of, you know, her roommate, because they don't know what happened, who did it.
Right now, all the blame goes to her boyfriend. And, you know, he's still in prison, and you have to wonder if he needs to get the same lawyer that Amanda Knox has.
I know. It's like the Casey Anthony, Amanda Knox, both of the lawyers. I mean, they got their money's worth, clearly. They're both acquitted.
Oh, they were both acquitted. I'm sorry, we were wrong on that. Both acquitted, so they're both free, which is, you know, you don't want anyone who's free to spend any time in jail. If they are innocent, that is definitely not what you want.
Is she's going to do interviews, you think, when she gets back here?
I think at some point.
She'll talk about it.
She might.
Write a book about it. Because Casey Anthony's kind of under the radar now. Now it's Amanda Knox.
Well, we want her to relax and get back to her normal life before she relives that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
she's
she'll
24.
be happy. Yeah, she's still young.
Yeah, but that was the big news. I was watching it, so you know, I'm glad for her and for her family that she is able to come back home. And I don't know, that's just an ordeal. I couldn't even imagine that, going through that.
Like I said, it's a nightmare. So let us know what you think about that. I know a lot of people were watching that yesterday.
Yep.
Hey, and we're going to go from one end of the spectrum to another. How about this? The Material Girl, Madonna, is slated to play halftime at the Super Bowl this year in Indianapolis. What do you think? Madonna, is she still relevant? I mean, it's sort of apropos. Oh, yeah, well, I got some people who are saying no. I mean, you know, really, it's sort of apropos for the Super Bowl to go after somebody, you know, that was in their prime a long time ago. We've had The Who, The Rolling Stones, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Prince. The list goes on, and now it's Madonna. She's got an album coming out in the spring of 2012, and this is a good way to kick that off, but she's going to play halftime. What do you want to hear her sing?
Oh,
And into the groove?
No, I mean Madonna's great. Yeah, I don't know that she'd make for a great halftime performance.
Something tells me she's not in your iPod.
No.
Nah.
She's not my
Mine either,
That doesn't mean I don't like her and listen to her. I want to see someone who can perform, who's going to give you a show. Somebody like Beyonce. Now that's going to be a performance.
Well, you know. Madonna puts on a good show. I mean, if she comes out with the big cone bra.
Well, yeah, but she's like kind of.
You got me right there.
She's very, very thin. Kind of, you know, some people think like Skeletor look.
Yeah,
I don't know if she'll be able to keep up the energy, keep up the hype.
It's if the Stones can get out there.
I'm gonna get something thrown at me by Stephanie. I mean, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, I think she'll be.
I think she can pull it off.
I think she'll pull it out. We'll just have to see. Well, that'll be our hot topic the next day after the Super Bowl.
Afterwards? Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about Madonna.
We'll just come back with these comments to see if she's going to perform or not.
Yeah. Well,
I would like to see Beyonce or somebody.
She groove.
Who would you like to see? Like, if you could have anybody perform at the Super Bowl, who would you want to see?
Well, I thought U2 was great years ago. They put on a great show. U2 was great. I'd like to see them again, but you know, it's okay for me. Bring back some old has-beens, and I'm okay with that.
Old school. You want to go old school?
I'll take old school. You know.
Well,
what about Lady Gaga? Why don't they bring her out? She's probably afraid that she'd do something crazy and radical.
They don't have the censor buttons enough. They couldn't hit them fast enough. You know, with
the
whole Janet Jackson
malfunction
fiasco. Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting the wrap on that one. So let us know what you think. If you think Madonna is going to pull out a great Super Bowl performance, and then of course all this week on the Hampton Roadshow, it's fall cleaning week. Yesterday we were talking about you know, fall coming in with the weekend. It was cool, and we're talking a lot about home improvement projects this morning on the show. So we want to know, like, what is your big home improvement project that you have to do? Like, is it, yesterday you kind of talked about the leaves, but like physically in the house, is it something inside, is it something outside, getting the roof done, cleaning the gutters out, going under the house? Susan, our executive producer, was talking about she doesn't like to go under her house.
I kind of want to know, is it gender specific? I know in my house, my wife, it's like she's afraid to go outside. She won't pick up a rake. She doesn't know what a rake is. She won't do anything like that. It's all my job. Outside is you. Inside, well, for some reason a lot of stuff's inside is mine too.
Yeah, you have to fix things.
Is it specific to you? I mean, do you have, I mean, I know a lot of women love working in the yard. It's good, healthy for you. So.
Yeah, and like cleaning up, like a lot of women, you know, fall cleaning, I would like to clean up and get all the decorations out. But as far as like the actual work, like jumping on a roof and cleaning out gutters.
Well, sometimes it's best to know when to call a professional and when not to.
That's true.
I don't want to go anywhere near the roof. After I fell off a ladder one time, I won't go near the roof.
So you have no problem as a man saying, hey, you know, honey, I can't do this. I don't know how. I'm going to call help.
I've tried too many times and failed too many times. So leave it to a professional.
Some men, you know, like, you know, just Jeremy seems like he's the type that, no, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it, and it'll be done all wrong.
I've already traveled down that road. I've made too many mistakes.
Can't call for help. I know, we'll just have to ask Jeremy when he comes. But yeah, so those are our hot topics. Of course, the Amanda Knox trial, Madonna performing at Super Bowl. A couple ways you can do that. Tracy Page just standing by, looking at Facebook, and of course, we're on Twitter at @HR_show. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Hey,
do you have any
buddy.
nightmares to share with us on home improvement? Did
nightmares?
You go, yeah, I mean, did you go drywall or plaster? Have you ever tried to tile a bathroom, anything like that?
I've done a lot of projects in our house. Let's see, the biggest one that was a big mistake was I decided to replaster the walls rather than put drywall in. I thought, oh yeah, it'll be easier, be quicker.
How'd that go?
3 months, 4 months later, no, it was that was the biggest pain.
Did you have to call someone in to get it fixed?
No, I did it all, but well, with the whole family working, but that was a pain.
And every time you walk past that wall, how do you feel?
It's a living room, so we sit in there every day. Yeah.
and you can't keep your eyes off it either.
He's like, I did that.
Painted it red, so yeah, it's noticeable.
Huh.
But no, I mean, yeah, I've done projects for a long time. I used to work for a maintenance company, so I did a little experience with that back in the college days, and then now, you know, I can apply all those skills.
He's got skills. Yeah. He's a skillful man.
I rest my case.
Yeah, good for you. How skillful are you in the weather department?
Skill, well, it's a little skill lately with that upper level low. It's been tricky lately. You know, it gets hung out longer than anticipated, so. The forecast today, this is the end of it. Finally, we'll see maybe a shower or two, just a slight chance. Other than that, we'll see a little increase in clouds, temperatures in the upper 60s. Tomorrow, it's easy. 74, mostly sunny, and we got mostly sunny skies through the weekend. High pressure will be in control. Temperatures take a little dip there on Thursday, but they'll come back up Friday, Saturday, and especially on Sunday, mid to upper 70s. That is going to be some very nice weather in there, some fall-like weather with lows in the 50s. Okay, so the pop quiz for today. Let's check it out, and here's the 4 clues. The first one, a big UFO, question mark. Host of many events, popular in Roman times, and 500 tons of steel in the roof. I didn't know that. It's pretty impressive. So once you figure that out, just go online, HamptonRoadshow.com, submit your answer, and then you could win a fabulous prize.
So if we know how much steel's in the roof, we're there, right?
That's right. Yeah. And the movie Real Steel's coming out, so maybe that's an extra clue. It's not really, but I'm just trying to.
Oh, boy. Well,
nice try.
Try to throw you off.
you can get Jeremy's clues. Today's winner is going to receive a See It First Movie Mania prize pack. That's a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening this Thursday to see Real Steel in theaters. That comes out on October 7th, and a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening of Footloose. That's going to be in theaters on October 14th.
And then Footloose will play the halftime. Play a halftime next year.
Footloose,
Get my
Real
foot
Steel.
warmers on. I love Kevin Bacon. All right.
Yeah.
Still ahead, I know. Still ahead this morning. Fall is prime time for home improvement projects coming up. We're going to talk with one Tom Kreitler, host of the Money Pit radio show, about fall fix-ups that you can do now that will make your home a lot more comfortable when the cold weather arrives.
But first, Nancy Folks is in her 10th season at coaching the Cox High School football team. Coming up, I got a chance to sit down and talk with the coach on today's Rack on the Road.
But first, Greg Peterman from Your Goals Bagel Day. You know what? Bagel Dayshery in Norfolk is fixing up a healthy and delicious dish in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. And look what he's wearing, an interesting pair of shoes for the job. Find out why straight ahead.
Good morning and welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. It is time to buzz with one Tracy Page. How you doing, Tracy?
I'm good. How are you, Chris?
Hey, watch where you go today, okay? Remember, we got all the lines marked out here, where not to step and where to.
You guys are not going to let me. I mean,
that's all right, man.
You didn't
We're
try
just
to
going to
stop
bust on
me.
the face of Fox. That's all right. You do what you got to do.
All right.
So what are we talking about this morning, Tracy?
As you all know, we're talking about our fall projects.
Fall projects.
Fall projects. And Dion said she's basically going to get someone else to do it. Which I believe that one of you guys say that. You're going to get somebody else to do it? Yeah.
Well, I sort of say, okay, what can I do, what I can't do, and who do I want to pay to do it? And then, if it's dangerous, someone else is going to do it.
All right.
Like the roof.
And Vicky said painting the exterior and refinishing the front door.
Okay. I
what
like
does that mean?
painting. Painting's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting started with painting. Once you get started, you can't stop. So it's always about getting started.
I actually started painting my room about 1.5 years ago.
And you haven't started. Stopped.
Well, we don't have a ladder, so my wall's really tall, so it's basically as far as I could reach, which isn't that high. And so you just like.
Did you do it like this? You know they offer a pole?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to invest in one of those.
You'll be all right.
All right.
You got a ways to go, buddy.
All right. So. Okay. We're also talking about Madonna.
Yeah.
Is she going to be good at the Super Bowl or not? Mike Barnett says, I think that Madonna will deliver. She usually puts on quite a show. And I agree. I think we usually forget. We usually forget about those people we haven't seen in a while. So naturally, I think we just all think, oh, she's old. She hasn't done this in a while. She can't do it anymore.
I think her last hit was Vogue, and that was 1990. That's a long time, over 20 years.
Vogue?
Vogue?
That was a long time.
She's not on your iPod either, is she?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, Cindy, she says, as long as no one gives her any hydrangeas. And I don't know if you remember that. Somebody tried to give her flowers once, and she says, that's not my favorite. And everybody knows that.
Okay.
I don't think everybody knows that, Madonna. But we're also talking about Amanda Knox. And my only comment today is from Holly. She says, I hope she didn't do it, because if she did, she's got a lot to answer for.
Well, she served 4 years in prison, and most people think she's innocent, and now she's free, and her family's really happy. So that's good.
It's major news. A lot of people have been talking about it. I know people on the radio this morning are saying that, I know her sister gave a statement that she wanted, privacy for the family and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of people are saying, they expect a lot of deals out of this. Maybe a book deal. They said it's already been a Lifetime movie going on, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for buzzing in. Let us know what you think, and please tell us, do you like Madonna or not? She's still relevant, man.
I think so.
Okay.
All right, well, you can't do your fall cleaning without your cleaning supplies. Lori Clayton, the coupon consultant, is here with green cleaning supplies that you can do the job while saving you some green, which is always, always a good thing. If you can save money and then get the job done.
That's right.
Perfecto.
Okay, on this side I've got homemade cleaning supplies, but before we hit that, I want to hit these magic erasers. They are a big deal, especially for moms that have young children, because kids will write on the wall, and it really is a magic eraser. It takes it off. Well, I got some on coupon there. They can run $2 to $3 a box for 2.
Okay.
Got some with a coupon, less than $2, but then I saw at Dollar General and Dollar Tree a generic version for $1, so I got 2 for $1. Well, we did an unofficial test in our house with my 11-year-old. She loves to use them, and she said, hands down, the generic one cleans better and lasts longer.
Really?
Yeah, and she came to me after doing similar things, cleaning these interior doors, cleaning scrub marks off the walls. She came to me, one was disintegrated mess, and the other one was still standing and ready to keep going.
So these you just run them underwater,
underwater and use it. So yeah, absolutely.
And
So
this
something you can pick up. Yeah, the generic works better.
Isn't it funny sometimes how the generic brand is like way better than
and you're not going to get a coupon for it, and typically you're not going to get magic erasers at $1 box. That's very, very unusual. So you definitely want to pick up some of those generic ones. Okay, cleaning supplies. I'm a Windex snob.
Me too.
Okay, I think they're going to have Windex in eternity. Okay, that's the way that I feel about Windex. Okay, guess what? I'm no longer a Windex snob.
Really?
This little bottle right here is water, vinegar, and a little bit of dishwashing detergent. This right here, just this little part.
You tell me that really works.
Yeah, it cost me a nickel to make. And guess what? I saved a dirty bathroom mirror. I cleaned my tile kitchen table, and they were shiny. I'm no longer a Windex snob, and I can make this for about, if I fill the whole bottle and do it just right, 7 cents a bottle.
Water, vinegar.
Water, white vinegar, and a little bit of dish soap. It is amazing what you can do.
How do you know how do you make this stuff?
You just Google it. It's crazy.
Okay.
All that stuff is out there. I've got this is just an all-purpose cleaner, something like 409 or Fantastic, that kind of thing. Almost the exact same recipe, except you add a teaspoon of borax powder. Borax powder can be found at lots of different stores, but it just kind of gives it that grittiness, the whitening agent.
Right.
So that works. But there's not very many things you can't clean with this, and I brought a lemon as well. If you can cut a lemon in half and add just a little bit of baking soda or washing soda on the front, I can't tell you how much you can get scum out of the bathtub, you can get stuff out of your pots and pans, because the baking soda is that scrubbing agent, kind of like soft scrub, and then the lemon is the acidic, but it also gives it that, that smell,
that smell,
fresh smell. And so there are so many things you can do for so cheap, and I'm done. I'm done buying it. I've made my homemade laundry detergent. There's a couple of things you can do with that, and that is less than a penny a load. So we're talking 5 cents for a bottle of Windex, we're talking 10, 11 cents for a bottle of 409, and less than a penny a load for laundry detergent.
Well, you can't beat that. And as always, you have great tips, and your little wet wipes last week were a huge hit. And of course, we're going to link Lori's blog through our website. That's going to be at thehamptonroadshow.com. Lori, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, that's great advice. Let's find out how to put it to use. It's fall cleaning week on the Hampton Road Show, and if tackling a home project is on your list, we're here to help you with some money-saving solutions to some of the most common problems you may find in your home. Joining us from New York City with some ways to improve your home's value and livability is home improvement expert Tom Kreitler. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Good to see you.
Hey, listen, this is fall, and I think everybody says, okay, it's time to get moving and time to spruce up for the long, cold winter ahead. Is that what you're finding, Tom?
Well, that is the case, and because the economy is a little bit soft, we're going to talk about mini renovations, things that you can knock out like in a day or a weekend that can really add some comfort and efficiency to your house. So let's start in the kitchen. That's the place we're going to spend a lot of time in the holiday season doing a lot of cooking and preparing. It'd be nice if we could see that food. Here's a product that can help you do that. This is from Brown. It's the Evolution range hood, and what's cool about this is it's got the best lighting we've ever seen. It's got 4 different halogen bulbs, totally illuminates the cooking service. In fact, it's a Consumer Digest Best Buy. It's got dishwashable filters. It's just a very quiet, efficient ventilation system, but again, really lights things up, which is better than a typical sort of 60-watt light bulb you have in most range hoods.
And I can imagine that those things in there can get kind of dirty along with the floors and everything else. What do you do to keep things clean?
Yeah, very easy to clean. You know, the filters come out, they go right into the dishwasher. And speaking of cleaning, let's talk about those granite and marble countertop surfaces. They really need a lot of care, and they're very popular today, but you've got to keep them sealed and protected. So here's a line of products from DuPont Stone Care that can do that. And just to kind of show you, Chris, how it works, I took this slab right here and just spilled a little bit of cooking oil on it, and before I could get it wiped up, it soaked completely through the surface, because remember, stone is super porous. So by using the sealer and the protector, which we did over here, it just bubbles up, and it's easy to wipe off. So you want to use that cleaning protector every single day.
All right, Tom.
Now let's go to the bathroom. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get to the bathroom, because I know that's a big problem area for a lot of people.
That's right, and here's a new exhaust fan that works very well. This is from Newtone. It's called Lenora. Notice this blue ring? It's LED lights, and it has task lighting for super bright, and the LED lights, which give you kind of that spa-like experience and good ventilation for the bathroom or a gym or a laundry room, new from Lunara. And then two other quick products. It's rodent season right now. You want to make sure that you keep them out of your house. They're very unhealthy. Decon has got ready-mix bait bits if you don't want to see them, or a no-view trap. If you want to make sure you caught them, you can put a few of those out. Also a good time to take a look at your heating system. This is from Mitsubishi. It's called the Hyper-Electric H2i. New technology and heat pump. This can heat your house when it's minus 13 outside. Does a really good job of efficiently measuring for those hot and cool spots in your house and adjust the heat to make sure that you're comfortable. So again, these are things that you can do in a very short time frame, mini renovations that will keep you comfortable all winter long.
Hey, Tom, this is great suggestions. I guess the bottom line is to just get out there and do it. Great advice, Tom Kyler. Thanks for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Okay. All right, still to come this morning, what started as an idea over onion rings has turned into a labor of love. The three friends called Shoot for Good will learn more about this amazing project and how you can get involved.
But first, Greg Peterman from Your Goals Bagel Dashery in Norfolk tip-tapping around the Hampton Roadshow kitchen as he's traded in his comfy kitchen shoes for some not-so-practical high heels. Find out why when we come back.
And don't forget our pop quiz. You could win our See It First Movie Mania prize pack, 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening this Thursday to see Real Steel in theaters on October 7th, and a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening of Footloose in theaters October 14th. Just log on to HamptonRoadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back on the Hampton Roadshow in the kitchen today with Greg Peterman. He's the chef and owner of Your Goals Bagel Dashery in Norfolk. He's fixing up a favorite from Your Goals menu this morning. It's garden chicken barbecue sandwich, and he's doing it, we've been telling you all morning, with an interesting pair of shoes. But first, before we get to the shoes, because clearly you are in high heels, but we're going to get to that. You're not just coming to the set in high heels, because that might be weird or awkward. But we're going to talk about the dish first. What you're going to make, it's a vegan.
Yeah, it's actually a vegan dish. It's Gardein is a take on garden and protein. It's a chicken breast. It tastes really good. You can make it taste like anything you want. Today we're going to be putting a rub on it. It's from my friend Rodney Pace's famous rub and sauce that we're going to be using. So we are going to be cooking that, and
all right. Well, yeah, let's get started. Fire up the pan. Tell me a little bit about Your Goals. And sorry for just completely butchering the name. I'm like, Your Goals Bangladesh, and everybody's like Bagel Dashery.
It's in Bangladesh.
My apologies, I know, right? But what do you guys serve there on the menu?
We actually serve just about everything. We do breakfast and lunch every day. We make our bagels from scratch every day of the week. So.
But you brought some for us
We
this
brought
morning.
some.
Yes.
Actually, I did bring some in. They were still warm in the bag, so that was quite nice.
All right, so we got our pan going.
We got our pan. We got a medium-high heat. We'll do a little bit of oil.
All right.
We're going to take our rub. And we're going to just a little bit of rub on it.
Oh, okay.
And it's just got a little cayenne, a little chili powder, a little brown sugar, and just a little bit of spicing on it.
Okay.
What the rub does, it just brings it in there.
All right.
So normally we grill this, but we'll do a pan sear on it today.
Okay.
So this protein will actually take the cook just like regular chicken half the time. You don't have to worry about foodborne illness or anything like that. So this does have some soy texture, some wheat gluten. It's just a delicious protein.
Which is really interesting. I know we did a whole show here on food allergies, and a lot of people were trying to have that other option. They couldn't eat proteins or wheat or dairy. But do you guys have any other vegan dishes?
We do. We actually do quite a few. We actually have do a lot with tempeh. We do a tempeh BLT. Right now we're doing a Philly cheesesteak, which is actually it's another garden protein. We make hummus. We do vegetable sandwiches. We do quite a bit of things.
Nice.
The center of the plate protein is kind of what we're going for.
Yeah. So. Awesome. Do you guys have any upcoming events for the restaurant?
Well, we're actually going to be, me and some of the staff are going to be wearing the high heels one day at work.
So can we get a shot of his beautiful shoe? Tell me now, these are size 12?
These are 12 wides. I was at the store last night, and the lady who was helping me was very, very, very helpful.
You said you tried on like 4 pairs.
I did try on 4 pairs, and I think 3-inch was about the right height for me.
So of course, the reason why you're wearing these, of course, it is for a serious cause and a great cause. Real men, of course, wear heels. It's the walk a mile in her shoes. It's to, for people, to everyone to come down and to support domestic violence on October 13th. And this is your first year being a part of this because you're going to provide the food.
Yeah, we're actually going to be making this for the dish for about 100 people. I think there's a lot of other contributors that are bringing everything else. And It's going to be quite exciting. It's
And
over.
you went above and beyond. You came here on the show on TV in high heels.
Yeah, my kids-
how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I've been in about half an hour, about maybe 40 minutes,
Yeah.
and I don't know how you do it.
See, I can show now, y'all. Please don't judge me. My toes aren't done all the way, but I mean, we're just showing. We're at 8 here, and you're in a 12.
I'm in a
but-
12.
All right, look at that. That's great. Yeah, well, I commend you on standing in those. I told you have to just shift your weight.
Yep, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how
I was
how
actually,
we
she
do
was
that.
teaching me how to do it. You just, so.
And the hand on the hip and turn. All right, walk it around. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I don't know if I'm going that far.
All right, so this is getting.
Yeah, we're going to sear it up.
All right.
We bake it, cook it maybe about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on each side.
Okay.
And then we usually let it cool just enough to do it. We're actually going to pull it by hand.
Oh, okay.
And I've actually already done that.
Which is what this is.
I
All
did.
right. Finished
and
product?
I did finished product.
Wow.
We actually did it. I did about 8 or 10 breasts there. So
Okay.
we did it, and you can actually just treat it like a regular meat or protein. Anything you want to do. So
Really?
we'll do
Okay.
this. We'll heat it back up.
Okay.
We'll put some sauce back into it.
Ooh, is that like a secret? What's that sauce?
This
Like
is
a
actually,
barbecue?
this is actually, this sauce is delicious. Everybody's been trying to get the recipe for this.
And you're
all
not
the
gonna give
barbecue
it
place. I'll tell you, what's in it is this ketchup, some cayenne, a little lemon juice. I think sometimes is a secret ingredient. Add a little acid to it.
Ah.
A little bit of cumin. So
Okay, and
it's good.
was it some slaw
This is
baguette?
actually some vegan coleslaw.
Ah,
We
okay.
actually use a product called Vegenaise, which is vegan mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
It has no eggs in it. And I actually am repulsed by the smell and taste of mayonnaise, so that I actually
Really?
can eat this.
Really?
And
Okay.
it's absolutely delicious. We do some little carrots for some texture, a little what is that called? Cabbage. A little bit of sugar for sweetness, and we'll top that on our house
the
made. We actually
buns.
make these challah rolls in-house over at
Right there.
Yorgos.
Look at that.
Yep. So
All right. Well, at the end of the show, we'll show the finished product really quick. Want to mention, though, the YWCA Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is going to be Thursday, October 13th. You can check in at 4:30. The walk starts at 5:30 at Town Point Park by Waterside. For more information, just go to www.ywca-shr.org. And your bagel dashery is located on Colonial Avenue,
Yes.
623-6609. Go on down and check out Greg. And you probably won't be wearing the heels.
I think on Thursday, me and federal staff are going to be wearing some heels.
Oh, well,
so
then
it's
you
going
have
to
to
be a whole
go
lot of
down
fun.
there on Thursday. All right, fist bump, first time on the show. Worked
Awesome.
it out. Thank you so much. Over to Chris.
All right, Greg, I commend you for wearing the heels, but it really wasn't necessary to shave the legs. All right. And still to come this morning, we hit the road once again on this week's Wreck on the Road. We introduce you to a true rarity in the world of high school sports, Nancy Folks, football coach. That's coming up. But first, the folks from Harry and David at MacArthur Center are here with us this morning to share some tasty ideas for fall entertaining. Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and no one knows that like the folks in our studio audience today. They're from Shoot for Good, a community project coming up this weekend that was created to share and celebrate all the good things people are doing to make Hampton Roads a better place. Here now to tell us more about the project and how you can get involved are the founders, Stephen Katz and Jennifer Detona. Stephen, what an amazing project this is. It's really cool. Tell us more about Shoot for Good.
Thanks. I'm really glad you guys had us on. Shoot for Good is going to be this Saturday. The idea is that it's a 24-hour snapshot. We are encouraging photographers, amateurs, hobbyists, professionals to go out in the community all throughout Hampton Roads and find people doing acts of kindness, good deeds, working with nonprofits, photograph those, upload them onto our website. We're going to be sharing those images in near real time on our website throughout the day. We also are partnering with the Virginian Pilot. They're going to be uploading those photographs as well on the website for the newspaper. They'll be making a gallery of those images. And then on November 4th, we're going to be opening an exhibit in Virginia Beach of a selection of the images at Studio Evolve.
And this is the second year for this project?
Yeah, we came up with the idea last summer. Jennifer, our other founder, Steve Remick, who lives in Wyoming now, he's from Chesapeake, we came up with the idea. I've been very fortunate to travel all around the world doing photography for nonprofits and NGOs. But before I ever did that, I started in my own backyard shooting pictures for the United Way, for the Boys Club, different organizations, the SPCA. And so when people would ask me, how did you get to these places in Africa and Southeast Asia? Well, you've got to start somewhere, and the best place to start is in your backyard. And so the project is an invitation to photographers and nonprofits to create a dialogue. So they communicate with each other needs that they have. Photographers can take these photographs, build their portfolio, and show everybody in Hampton Roads what a wonderful place it is.
And everybody has a camera, so everybody can get involved, and it's just as simple as that, and it's for a good cause. And you guys do an amazing job at the pilot, by the way. I love y'all's pictures. And this is something you can share with just about anybody. It's called Shoot for Good, a 24-hour photo project, October 8th, this Saturday. For more information, log on to shootforgood.org. Stephen Katz and Jennifer Daytona. Guys, thanks for joining us today, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks
and good luck finding those perfect images.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, well, now that autumn is here, it's hard not to crave some of those delicious fall foods like pumpkin bread and caramel apples. Joining us with some great ideas for fall entertaining is Lenora Harding from Harry and David at MacArthur Center. Lenora, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. It's nice to be back.
I love the spread. It says fall, autumn, love it.
It does. Fall, everybody's thinking, oh, let's see, coolness in the air. What do we do at home for entertaining? Well, I like to call this our soup for the soul selection, okay?
Yeah.
We've got soups in all different flavors. And the nice part about our soups is that, if you can believe this, you can have a pot of soup that could feed about 8 to 10 people in less than an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because it comes, with all the ingredients on the bottom.
Yes, it does. Got everything in there. You just add, some of them call for chicken broth, water, some of them for tomato sauce. Some of them you can add meat into it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do it the old-fashioned way and start with fresh chicken and cook it down and make your own broth, you can do that.
Okay.
If not, you just pick up your broth at the grocery store, a can of boned chicken, and throw it in, and you got it. Yep, you got it all in there.
Okay, what if I want to, I'm craving something sweet?
Something sweet. Fall flavors, moose munch.
I hear this is
it's our big
popular
treat. We start out with the Halloween moose munch. This is, it's got your chocolate in there and candy corn. So, and as always, the caramel popcorn in there, and the nuts. We've also got butter pecan and white chocolate with
This is coffee?
This is
coffee drinker.
Fall coffees, yes. You can't get any better than fall coffees. People are waiting for these things. We've got pumpkin spice that comes in regular and decaf. You've got warm apple pie, sugar cookie, and my favorite, the Vermont maple. Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It smells wonderful.
I can imagine. These taste great.
And some new things in the store. We have a new selection of pies that you can choose from. Chicken pie is just wonderful. I'm going to start taking reservations for the chicken pie, so you can start calling the store. This year's chicken pie, we were listening to the customers. Last year they said we want vegetables in the pie. This one has chunks of potatoes, carrots, peas, and it's just a handmade crust. It's awesome.
Yeah, which is this one down
That's
here.
it right here.
This is the vegetables.
Yeah, this is the chicken pie.
Yeah.
And a new addition to our pie selection this year is Thanksgiving dinner in a pie. Okay, so the other pie is a turkey pie. It comes with sweet potatoes in it, green beans, cranberries. It's plump cranberries, and the topping is your stuffing.
Wow, that's
the turkey pie right here. Yes, so it's everything you need for a Thanksgiving dinner in a pie. So if you're not ready,
talk about easy cleanup. Hey guys,
talk about you just pop it in the oven. Everything's great.
Okay. What about wine over here?
Well, October is Virginia Wine Month. So what I've brought is wine from 2 different local wineries, the Horton Vineyards and Barbersville. We will be sampling wine in our store every Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 5, featuring our Virginia wines. This is just a small assortment, but these are wines that people usually will pick up to go with fall meals. We've got the pear and the pomegranate. There's other fruit wines. People like the cranberry wine with their Thanksgiving meals.
Okay.
Also, Barbersville, you can't get any better than their Chardonnay or their Octagon. I mean, that's the #1 ones in our store.
And Halloween's coming up.
Halloween's coming, right. I brought a little bit of Halloween just as a teaser so everybody could see, yes, Halloween's in the store.
Yeah.
You can come in, pick up some nice little treats.
And
We've
look,
got...
she's got Halloween pasta.
Halloween pasta.
Spiderwebs.
Yes. It's got little Halloween creatures in there. You just pop it in the water, boil it up. You can serve it like that, or put it in with like make a pasta salad, add some chicken and stuff.
Well, you have lots of stuff here.
I do.
We're going to put all this information on our website, but of course you can always go check you guys out. Harry and David, you guys are at the MacArthur Center in Norfolk. Call 622-9044 or log on to
ShopMacArthur.com.
Wow, that was a moment. ShopMacArthur.com for more information, and you have some pear tasting events and a business gift wrapping that we'll put on the website.
Sounds
for people
great.
that have
Thank
information. Lenore, thanks so much.
And still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, Nancy Folks is in her 10th season of coaching the Cox High School football team. Coming up, I got a chance to sit down and talk with this legendary coach on today's Wreck on the Road. Your turn to speak.
Welcome back, everyone. Time now for our weekly feature called Wreck on the Road. So, Wreck, where are we going this week?
We're going to hit the road. We are headed to the land of the Falcons. That would be Cox High School, where we catch up with a true rarity, a female high school football coach. Her name, Nancy Folks.
Well, this week's Wreck on the Road takes me to Cox High School in Virginia Beach, and joining me now is Nancy Folks, who at Cox High School has been teaching for a very long time, coaching many sports for a long time, 29 years in field hockey, but now you're coaching what, Nancy?
Football.
When I heard that, I thought, I've never heard of a female football coach, but you've been doing it for 10 years.
Yes, this is my 10th year, and I would not say that I could believe that it's 10 years at this juncture.
Talk about that first year, that first moment when you went on the football field and you were coaching boys in a, I don't want to say foreign sport, but to you it was.
It was a foreign sport with a foreign language, and I wasn't in charge. All of those things were new. I felt like a roving reporter, really, just trying to take notes and catch up, and it was a learning curve that was straight up.
Have there ever been any pitfalls being a female in coaching football?
Well, at the beginning I was thinking about the locker room, and I thought that if I wrote a book I should call it Close Your Eyes, I'm Coming In, because of course I probably don't belong in there, but I just try to be very respectful. I think pitfalls would include not getting a chance to play the game yourself, and so you don't get to look at the offense and defense side of the ball as you would have had you been a player.
And prior to coaching football, 29 years in field hockey with 13 state titles. You obviously learned something in field hockey that you've taken over to football.
I think coaches are coaches. I think people that study how to build teams, people who study leadership, who then transfer all of the skills and strategies of the game and try to do as many things right as they can, are going to be good at probably coaching anything.
But it's, like I said, when I heard of a female football coach, I thought that was a little odd. And you said there might be one other in the nation. Is it really that rare?
I'm not really sure, and I haven't made a study of this. I have read about a woman who coached with her husband, and I believe I've heard of at least one other gal who coaches on the high school level.
You obviously are enjoying it and loving it, and you've learned a lot. And tell me how it's changed the game for you.
I feel like I've been really lucky to be in the situation that I could stop coaching field hockey and then pick up something that would, kind of re-energize you, revitalize you, and I just feel really lucky that I was accepted as a football coach.
What is the definition of a good coach?
Oh, that's a tough one. I needed some time to prepare for that. I think a good coach is a good leader and a good manager. I think they have to do things right and do the right thing and lead by example as much as they can.
Okay, the name of this segment is Wreck on the Road. You've played half your games on the road. Is there a different mentality when you play away games?
I think you prepare a little bit differently, but I think that football, more than maybe field hockey, the field is not so much an equalizer every Friday night, because I think most schools take great pride in their football fields, and so it's usually a fair game any place you go.
Nancy Folks, assistant head coach at Cox High School in football, is this week's Wreck on the Road.
Good job, Nancy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great story, Rec. Hey, guys, in the Buzz Center, Tracy Page and I face the box here in the Buzz, talking about what you're talking about.
Yes.
Tracy, what are they talking about?
What are they talking about? I guess we're going to start with our fall projects.
Yeah.
Nicole says, I'm currently painting a child's room, then to the new nursery. The plumbing is getting fixed. The water damage is finally done from air conditioning in the attic. All brand new windows were replaced yesterday, and new appliances, and hopefully a new fence for the dogs.
Wow, this is some serious fall projects.
That is a lot going on. At least she has it planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susan, one of our producers, she says she's clearing out the flower beds, mulching and seeding the yard, painting the porch Sunday. I'll finish painting the bathroom.
Yeah.
Keyword, someday. You can do it, Susan. I believe in you.
Yeah, I said the same thing about my
another
painting wall.
big topic, though, Madonna. We've been kind of having a little mini debate here in the studio. I think Madonna's great. Don't get me wrong, and I think she could pull it off. I'm just saying, I would like to see someone like Beyonce perform. That would be like someone
I feel like we've seen
Madonna.
Never. She's been here a while.
But some people, were asking, who do you want to see perform at Super Bowl?
Yeah, Lori said she wants to see Zach Brown Band, Brad Paisley, and Kenny Chesney. But Lindsay, on the other hand, said she can't stand Madonna. She can't sing, and she has a horrible attitude. But it's funny that Lindsay says that, and that Chris thinks that Madonna hasn't had a hit since, what did he say, like
1990?
1901?
She's had a hit. She's had a hit since then, but we're getting the rap. But
yeah.
Continue to send their comments on Facebook and on Twitter at HR_show. Hey, Chris.
I guess it's bust on Madonna today. We love you, Madonna. All right. As fall cleaning week continues, the roof of your home is the first line of defense against the harsh elements of nature. Joining us now is David Phelps from The Roofing Company in Hampton with some guidelines on how to make sure your roof is up to the task. David, why is fall so critical when it comes to your roof?
Well, I mean, a lot of folks are very eager to jump up on top of their roof, especially if their roof is very cut up, have valleys and things like that. They're tempted to get on the roof themselves and clean leaves out or off the roof and clean out of their gutters, which is actually gutters are part of a roofing system. It's part of getting the water off of the house, or away from the house. I'm sorry, but it's important to be safe. Making sure you want to get the things off of it, off of your roof, like the leaves, but as it can, certain acids in like pine straw and leaves and things like that can deteriorate the roof. But I guess the main thing is just be safe. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, that's usually the first sign that it's not a
good idea to go up there.
It's not going to be healthy for you. Yeah.
Okay, so you're standing in your yard, you're looking up at your roof, and you notice maybe some mold, deterioration, some fungus or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the first sign that something isn't right?
Well, normally mold and fungus, they usually aren't very detrimental to a roof. I mean, if you can stand to look at it, it's going to be okay. It's just it's a fact that on the northmost side of a lot of roofing, and that gets it. But I guess if you're looking for what signs of wear, I don't know. Missing shingles, shrinking shingles. They're flapping up in the breeze. It's just a lot of different things that give you some clues.
Okay, Hurricane Irene was here just a few weeks ago, it seems. Now, a lot of people lost some shingles, and you don't want to go very long without shingles up there, do you? No, get this fixed.
They are there for a reason, So if something is missing, you need to get it fixed as quickly as possible. You may not see a leak right away. It can take a lot of time to actually show up, on the ceiling in your home, and in that time span, it can be causing a lot of damage.
Okay, a quick guide to gutters, because that's really important too. This time of year, you got to keep them clean.
Got to keep them clean. If you don't keep them clean during especially when the winter gets here, water can stand in the gutters and freeze. A lot of extra weight. It can cause water to back behind the fascia board and freeze. Ice damming. So just keep the gutters clean. Usually, if you can stand on a ladder to do it, that makes the most sense. Don't attempt to go on a roof and bend over the front, cleaning out. Because 400 deaths a year, roughly, caused by people falling off ladders, and roughly 144,000 people in the U.S. go to the emergency room for ladder or rooftop-related events.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those people. I fell off a ladder once, and it wasn't very far, about 4 feet, and did a lot of damage to my elbow. David, great job today. Thanks for joining us. The Roofing Company in Hampton, 867-6600, or go to theroofingcompany.com. David Phelps, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Some good tips. Jeremy, you listening?
Yeah.
Next time you got to go on the roof and...
Yeah, I mean, I get up there once, twice a year. You got to be real careful. Some of it's common sense, but then you got to take some extra steps. Someone hold a ladder, that type of thing. And then I actually use a leaf blower to get all the pine needles off the roof. It's a good tip. Saves you a lot of time, so you don't have to get to the edges. You can blow from far away, but at the same time, you got to haul it up there. So a little extra tip, but you got to be careful. in
All
that
right,
one.
handyman.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you can get up there and clean your room.
No, thank
Let's take a look
you.
and see what the pop quiz is doing today. We got 4 clues up there. A big UFO, question mark. Host of many events, popular in Roman times, especially in Roman times, and especially in one place. 500 tons of steel in the roof. I didn't know that.
I just got it.
Yeah?
Bing, bing.
Just ching,
Yeah,
in there,
it just hit me.
huh? Okay. Well, that must be painful. What, give her a second. Let's
It's
see.
like I fell off the roof.
Ariane?
If you fall off that roof, you're in trouble.
Chris and I were talking about this earlier. Chris,
Yeah.
go ahead and tell them what we were
Popular in
thinking.
Roman times. You tipped me off. Hampton Coliseum.
Yep,
Yeah.
Hampton
Oh, well,
Coliseum.
I wonder if
All
Madonna's
right, there
ever
you
played
go.
Hampton Coliseum.
Yes.
Stephanie,
Yes,
yes,
Oh, yeah.
Madonna has been there.
Has.
How about that? That would be a concert. Right. All right.
Good one though.
Yeah.
You had me going
Hampton
for a while.
Coliseum.
There you go. I mean, it looks kind of like a UFO, but of
Yeah.
course it's not really. At least not that I know of.
Okay. All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to try some of Greg's vegan barbecue sandwiches, and
Yeah.
of course talk about again the cause guacamole shoes while he's wearing high heels in the kitchen. Still wearing them. He's still got them on. Stay with us.
All right, we'll be right back. Look at the toes.
I know. Back in the kitchen with Greg Peterman from Yorgos Bagel Dashery in Norfolk, making this delicious sandwich for us, which you're going to serve at the event. Want to mention really quick, Guacamole on Her Shoes. It's going to be October 13th at Waterside Festival Marketplace. Check-in begins at 4:30. Walk starts at 5:30. You guys are going to be providing all the food for that. So thank you so much for being a part of that, and thank you for standing in those heels
my
here this morning. And this is delicious.
It's
Do we all
spicy.
agree?
Enjoying it. A little
It's kind of
spicy.
spicy, yeah.
Got a kick
I like
to
it like that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's got a fresh flavor. Some of these barbecues, they get so thick in that juice, you can't even taste the meat. But I mean, this is nice
It's
and
that
fresh
secret
and light.
This
sauce.
is a secret
Yeah.
It's
sauce.
a secret sauce. So you guys are on Colonial.
On Colonial Avenue in Ghent, yes.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Greg, so much for coming on. Also want to thank Lenore from Harry and David at MacArthur Center.
That's right, and David Phelps with The Roofing Company. And how about Shoot for Good this Saturday?
Hey.
Go out there and find somebody doing good, take their picture and shoot it in. That's a real challenge. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And a great concept.
Fall cleaning week continues. Tomorrow we're talking about chimney cleaning. How exciting is that?
Not me.
Boys,
No.
how exciting are we?
Clean that chimney.
And face of Box Tracy Page. You didn't walk in front of any cameras today. Okay, that's it. That's enough. I'm gonna let it go.
This show's not over yet.
I'm gonna let it go.
I've gotten used to it now.
All right. Are you gonna keep those on?
I'm going to keep them on just for a few more minutes.
All right. Put the leg out.
I figure I'm
Hey,
walking a
there
mile, I might as well cook in the kitchen.
There you go. All right. Good job.
You
We'll
then.
see you guys tomorrow
Hey,
morning.
thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.